there sat crying all alone in the bathroom. I just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars, and if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view, and there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars, and if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my friends ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress, and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head and locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills for me? Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. this panic in my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. Oh, oh, No thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Take all your banners, they say paint them white and promise you will wave them when the sky is falling down. We mind our manners, not our heads, but if we're honest, all our flags are miles behind us on the ground. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. If we're naive, at least we think we're sure of something. I'm not worried of late losing sleep at night. We drew our lines and met up right around the middle. I'll be okay as long as you're here by my side. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. I think I've been thinking too much. Hurt myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 A's sitting pretty in my hand, but late at night I'm praying now the dice are gonna land until my heart is racing and I'm stressing in my sleep. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. I'm all good, I'm looking up, but baby, if I'm honest, you know I've been taking stock of every perfect little win and every close near loss I meet. And where it moves fast, run all the worst stuff, and once my wheels are turning, it's just how to turn them off. So put some sugar on my ear and tell me something sweet. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. It's been a while, we haven't talked. I had some time to think us through. I promise I'm not looking for you, but here you are in all the words I thought I'd say. Have given up, but gotten lost in one good look in your two eyes. I'm on the floor. I thought that door was shut. I guess it's all that it takes. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? Were you with both your empty arms and me with no self-control? I never stood a chance, and now I guess that it's too late. 'Cause I can barely say hello, and I know that I can hold on my peace like no hard feelings at all, and start all over again. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars, and if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view, and there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars, and if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my friends ain't crooked, and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress, and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got my heart.
All right, everybody. It's unexpected victory time. It's ESEA IM round 3 playoffs action, and the boys are ready to get this one going. I'm Johnny Esports here on the play-by-play, and we got an interesting one for you folks as unexpected victory go up against Lawman and the Granddads, all Canadian matchup, and we're doing it here in Vertigo, which is not a match I actually even remember seeing UV1 play at all. To be honest, I can't remember last time I casted a UV1 match here on Vertigo, and now we're going to be put to the test with them today. So as we get into round 3, things get more and more interesting. I think the competition gets tighter and tighter. Obviously, teams that were able to be good enough to win 2 rounds got to start getting pretty darn good over here. It's a 10-win team in the regular season here in Lawman. I'm going to call them the Granddads. I think that's just easier for me to say. So Granddads, featuring Lawman, is here and potentially ready to challenge UV1. So the thing I say all the time about Nuke, and we'll get to why we're talking about this in a second, but the thing I always talk about Nuke is that it really tests teams who like really plays on that map a lot, and they actually got to do it. Vertigo's the same way. It has a lot of verticality that can make Counter-Strike players uncomfortable if it's not something you play on a lot. And I don't know how much UV1 actually practice on this map. And this could be Granddad's secret sauce here to getting themselves a bit of an advantage. So we'll see about that. That being said, after this one, map 2 will be nuke, so UV1 get to have that on their side, and then if needed, Inferno will be the tiebreaker, which is a good map for UV1 in the end too. But this makes this very, very interesting on how well they're going to do in map number 1, because again, I don't recall the last time I've casted a game with UV1 on this map. Anyone remembers any recent broadcasts? Let me know, because I just don't remember. I remember casting some recent tournaments I've casted on this map, but not like just a lot of UV1 putting it on here. So it is interesting. And again, I think that like this is one of those maps in your map pool too that you're gonna put in your map pool because you want it to challenge other people who might not play it as well, and that can be here. So like, I don't know. Am I trying to set up a narrative that we're gonna get 3 maps? Maybe. And if we get 3 maps, 2 of these maps definitely are Unexpected Victory's wheelhouse. But who knows? We'll see here. With interesting choice too on side, UV1 decided to pick T side to get things started here on this map, and it's one of those maps that are maybe a little bit T-sided as opposed to like most maps in this game being kind of CT-sided. So that can be the reasoning for that. Just abilities to kind of just rush up ramp and get there and be able to get on site for a quick plant. That is always a possibility. That usually is just kind of like when you always have to have that threat, and someone always has to be kind of, maybe multiple people always have to be ready to answer that. It can make it kind of a T-sided map, make it difficult for you to just kind of go out there and do defaults. So we'll be interested. NAF cam for pistol round still in effect. We'll see. Maybe it's quite possibly. Naft, hey, if Naft pumps out and puts down another pistol ace, I'll lock the camera on him all day. Oh, okay, I shouldn't say that, but I will lock it on if he's popping off once again. Yeah, so I'm very, very excited about that. Looking at Lawman's roster, the Granddad's roster. Well, Lawman himself isn't even the 80R champion of his team. It is Cameron, which is KMRN. I assume that's pronounced Cameron. But Lawman does have the most kills on their team at 372. So those are 2 definitely formidable players, but they do look like kind of a team that is has a good damage share. Like multiple people in the 80s here in ADR. JWS has that. Park Q does also have that. Maybe just Park? Whatever. Either way, so they seem potentially like a team that is fairly balanced, like UV1 is. So that could be an interesting thing. We've seen a couple of things where they've like UV1 have been able to handle like one-man carry teams. They've kind of had a couple of those here in the playoffs, and have proven they've kind of like figured out how to just like kind of stop someone as a team by working together well as a team. See how it works out against a team that maybe is potentially more balanced, at least what it looks like on the stat sheet. Speaking of the stat sheet, one thing we haven't done in a little while is actually look at Unexpected Victory stat sheet. So I'm actually going to alt-tab here and see if we get anything interesting to glean from that. So far in the playoffs, leading the charge is probably an expected name at Vampy with his 90.22 ADR. But again, same kind of deal where multiple people are in the 80s. Nas has 85.45, Deimos has 82.56. So Alpite right behind them at just 77. I think even Egg with 70 to be at the bottom end of that is pretty darn good. So they're all contributing pretty well on this team too, as we've kind of always noted. You can kind of tell with the eye check. Definitely didn't have to like really have to look in the stats onto that. But either way, is it interesting comparable how like maybe they have like the one guy who's kind of a top fragger a little bit, maybe Cameron, maybe in Lawman, but those 2 probably trade top fraggers. But you have the same thing kind of over here. Sometimes it's Vampy, sometimes it's Deimos. The Naft has topped at times. I think Alpite topped last game too, so it's like different people can definitely step up. Eglin's got an ace and definitely has a bunch of pop off clutch rounds. So makes things very, very interesting coming into this one, and coming into Vertigo, where again the challenge is the verticality of the map. Like it's literally named after that to make it kind of different. Like if anyone's a Valorant player, one of the maps like I sometimes have troubles with in Icebox over there. It's kind of the same thing. It has a lot of that verticality, which makes things difficult. Folks noticing in the chat, a couple subs being gifted out again for every kind of map they win for Unexpected Victory throughout these playoff season. Ornament is gifting out subs to them. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to just be watching the channel and be sticking around, be able to have the opportunity to win yourself a sub. And you're literally supporting by being here, and I know the players appreciate it. I know I appreciate it as someone who gets to interact with the chat, and obviously everyone part of the organization appreciates it over here working on Canadian esports in this one. And again, another all-Canadian matchup, which is super, super fun to kind of see get going here. We're just waiting on 2 more people to enter the server. Usually they're in here by now, by the time I ramble off enough, but I'm going to take a sip from the coffee and get things ready and get things going. So yeah, just waiting for a couple people to enter the server. 1 more from UV1 and 1 more from Granddad's. But yeah, Vertigo's always. I remember I casted like a triple overtime game in Vertigo once in a Canadian tournament at the for the gaming stadium, and it was just like kind of intense. Lots of back and forth action is potentially possible in this map for sure, and I'm very, very interested to see how UV1 handle this one, because it's not, again, not something I've seen them on before. So like, if they haven't purposely been trying to play it, like maybe it's been banned before, or maybe they just like never have to worry about it because no one ever ends up picking it. Whatever the reason, it's not been a map that we've seen them play a lot. And I'm curious to see the comfortability level. One thing to note, kind of like early on in the season, and I don't know if this actually it does translate well. Kind of early on in the season, the team just kind of seemed to naturally have a better T side, just on a lot of maps, just by like the team's individual players being able to kind of run in and gun. And while they were like figuring everything out and get everything balanced, making like once they've gotten better kind of things. Like that has been less noted, so maybe just the natural kind of instincts for these players are going to be good on this map. Their ability to come in and frag out might just be able to come into play, but it'll be interesting. It's a tough map to defend. It's they can be coming from any side, and they can be coming fast, and they can come in all together. It is definitely a skill testing match for unexpected victories, and I'm very interested to see how Granddad's play in this one to get through it. So still waiting on 2 more people to enter server, as I want to get into that. 4v5 rip says I am Aqua. But yeah, this is a fun one, folks. Let me know. Let's talk a little bit about kind of UV1's push through the playoffs so far, and it's been a relatively easy one. That's when they kind of got forwarded for getting a 12-win regular season. There, of course, they're just like one of the higher seeded teams. They were flirting with being first place in the division, in the conference rather. So they kind of got afforded that. So it was kind of something used, but at the same time they got challenged in the last one. Earlier on, it was maps that went 6-6, and including the opponent having leads at different points in time in early rounds. So eventually, like, UV1 won both maps, the first half of both maps 9-6, after being tied 6-6. So it's kind of like an interesting trend that went through in those 2 maps. But of course, unexpected victory, we're able to take the 2-0 victory in the end, and in the end, it didn't really look like it did look like it took some time for unexpected victory to adjust and be able to get to their team, because the other team was kind of doing things. And UV1 self-admitted that they were making maybe slightly more mistakes than they need to in those early rounds. And once they kind of cleaned those up, it was kind of off to the races for them. So it'll be interesting to see again how that works here on this one. See what they can do and learn and adjust and apply, and maybe like that's UV1's resiliency, which has come into play so often throughout the season, throughout all this time we've been watching them play. It definitely has been their ability to kind of adjust to a team that has made things kind of work out for them. Because whenever it kind of looks interesting, it's never like the full story of the game. That's why like UV1 sometimes drops earlier rounds as they kind of see what the other team is doing, but unexpected victory tend to, like, once they kind of play it out, they play the economy game really well. I think each player individually just has a really good understanding of how they can play the economy, and it's interesting too. I actually asked Damos about that in the interview. I was like, hey, is it something like you're calling as the IGL of like, hey, are you like micromanaging people's buying or what are you doing out there? But it's like, no, it's actually like mostly just like people knowing how to get it rolling. Granddad's actually only have 4. Yeah, so far. Hopefully we get them all connected in soon. I definitely connected to the server just because we were switching maps, assuming that we were getting started right away. But I'll just ramble off while we continue around. Well, we can do wait for that. But as I was trying to say, sometimes someone keeps trying to connect but gets DC'd. Not entirely sure. But either way, lost my train of thought. What was it talking about? Ability to adjust. UV1 doing that throughout this whole time. Yeah, and it's kind of one of the most impressive parts that and their kind of mental game. Oh, and their economy. How well they play the economy and all that. So yeah, they do that in a way that so those 6-6 games that kind of like looked like got close. Well, by the time you're kind of in those last 3 rounds, you just saw UV1 had more money than the opposing team, and then were able to use all their money in the last 3 rounds where against the team they were playing up against. I'm already forgetting the team name because we've been over how bad my short-term memory is, so never mind game's memory about a couple days ago. But either way, you saw how then they stretched that and were able to kind of win those last 3 rounds because the opposing team were into force buy scenarios where UV1 was able to kind of be bought full up and get going and get that finished off in those last 3 rounds. So it's impressive stuff. It's kind of the micromanagement stuff that, like, yeah, it's nice to hear that Deimos doesn't have to do that, the micromanagement stuff, that the team kind of seems to inherently kind of know things, or at least they all just are just smart. they go through enough of this. So, like, what's really fun about the team, yeah, they've got some flicks, they got some zoomer energy potentially sometimes there, but what they also do well is just play the game really smart. Like, I think definitely above an IM level for sure, and I think that's been their advantage. And we've seen, like, some teams have some players that just maybe have some players who are just, like, really good at shooting. Their crosshair placement is perfect, and their reaction times are just way up there. But, like, UV1 can kind of neutralize that, whereas, like, on this team, like Vampy, maybe the best at that, the simple just dragging out, but Vampy himself shows, like, hey, I don't need to do that on this team. Like, I can just play on the team and play together, and play smarter, not harder, kind of thing, right? And Unexpected Victory has shown that time and time again. So it's real interesting. But folks, I have maybe spent my ability to just ramble off forever for a bit. We're gonna throw up the BRB stream where hopefully this game kind of gets back going, but we will hopefully be back soon. Waiting for players to join the server, and hopefully back right away because yeah, I don't know how long this is potentially gonna take. So we're gonna throw this back up, and we'll be back once the action gets started. All right, thanks, folks.
Break up. I just wanna sing you out to a breakup song. I said no. I just wanna act real bad, sing along to my makeup. Stay out real late, drink too much. I don't wanna break up. I just wanna sing you out to a breakup song. I think I'm alright. It's kinda hard to say. Honey, you and I were better than okay. So why do I feel like I'm going insane? I feel like I'm going insane. I don't wanna break up. I just wanna sing it out to a breakup song. I said no. I just wanna act real mad, sing along to my makeup.
All right, and welcome back. Looks like we finally have 5 people on the server on both teams. So I assume they're getting things started right away. So we're going to be back and ready to get this match started. Freeze time is going off, and we are here. Round 3 of the ECA playoffs. Unexpected victory versus Lawman and the Granddads. 10-win team on Granddads. 12 wins for Unexpected victory. They, of course, are the Steep. We're starting off here on Vertigo. UV1 chooses T-side to get things started. And definitely excited to finally get started. Starting 20 minutes after kind of the projected start time. Deimos finds a headshot with that deagle. Getting things started nicely for themselves as they try to move through mid here. And playing this fairly casually as Vampy's able to pick up a USP there now. So good start, certainly, for Unexpected victory, and Deimos all the time getting things going with that deagle. Let's see Cameron trying to play down here, and Pitt does find a frag onto Naft. Gonna be able to find that one, even up the numbers back to 4 on 4. And maybe UV1 starting to think about heading towards the B site. Deimos finds another target, but misses a couple shots there. Third one doesn't land either. And they will back off from that part now, starting to move forward. But Vampy, with the USP that he stole, was able to get 1 kill, and now 1 for 1, back to 3v3. Brady comes around the corner and finds Deimos. 3v2 advantage now for the Granddads. UV1 start to make their way up a ramp. Brady finds another headshot with this USP. 3 frags for them so far already. And great start for the Granddads player there in Brady. And that's kind of an X-factor thing if Brady's able to come here. We'll talk a little about Cameron and Lawman as we watch Cameron finish off that last frag there. So pistol round win there for Granddads despite the first pick going in favor of Unexpected victory. So that will give Granddads the advantage there. We're getting an M4 onto Cameron. Nice for them. So that's a huge situation for them. Definitely favored in this round as we're watching Alpha right now. Starting to move forward here. Cameron watching over the B stairs. Cadius then making their way through to A ramp. No one there right now for UV1. Deimos just trying to find a pick right now. Nade comes in, does some chip damage, 12 to Deimos. Cadius throwing a molly here, stopping any sort of push through this A ramp. UV1 still yet to make a decision on their approach here. Minute 10 left to go on this round. No frags out here, but Lawman, once get this started, will take down Naft, who was slowly walking towards the A site. Also had the bomb to note. Park is also able to come up here with this MP9 and finish a couple more. So the MP9s are going to work right now for the Granddads. Some action happening over by A ramp. Park is coming over here to finish off that last frag as Cadius took out Alfight. And a clean round for the Granddads. UV1 not able to get even any sort of picks there. They're going to likely save for one more round because they got no money off of that one. Oh no, they're picking up rifles here. So we're going to see if they can take advantage of the bonus now. Kill these, take back a round, but Granddads are going to stick with the 4 MP9s and the M4. Here comes a molly from Nass as they are aggressively positioned here on A ramp. Vampy boosted up here, will find one and then finds a second. So Vampy now doing it by himself, able to get a couple frags nicely. Deimos watching in the flank too as well. Naft looks like got eventually taken down, but Vampy continues to work. He's got 2 more. He suddenly has 4 in this round. Definitely curious to see if he can finish this one off. Bomb is over on the other side, but Vampy here definitely playing around with Lawman, who is on this site. And he's going to find the shot and find the ace. Granddads go up 2-0, and by the hands of Vampy, basically by himself, put them right back into that one. So UV1 now only down 1-2 after a nice little ace by Vampy, and Granddads on the bonus course didn't spend much in that round, so they're going to be able to buy up basically to get a FAMAS on Brady. Cameron's going to be on the MP9, everyone else on M4s. Here's Vampy looking to do more of the same. He's walking up A ramp, feeling confident with this AK. A little bit of damage from a grenade, but he's going to come up and aggressively peek up there. Throw another molly for himself. Kind of in and around the area of Vampy's flashes so he can get going forward here. Meanwhile, Lawman watching the B site. But here's Vampy all the way up your sandbags. Looking for another pick here. Give himself 6 frags in a row if he's able to find that. But we tune back into Alfight. Walking back between Connector. And Vampy getting me started. He's got 2 more frags. Looking for a third. Finally, they shut him down. But Vampy doing work here. Now the rest of the Unexpected Victory are starting to make their way onto this A ramp. Egglet is going to get this plant down. And now let's see what the 3 players on Granddads can do about this. It's a good round for Unexpected Victory as this would force an eco. Naft in here flashing for himself. Slowing down any sort of push that they want. Granddads right now, I think, thinking about just keeping their guns. It's very hard to retake on this map. Whereas, like, a lot of things that make it T-sided is, yeah, you could rush 5 to 1 map and, you know, they have to be kind of split. But once you're all there, all 5 of you, or 4 of you in this case, can definitely cover all the angles, all the ingress areas relatively easily when you're there. So it's a very, very hard map to retake on, even though getting the initial plant sometimes is slightly easier. So you see Unexpected Victory take advantage of that. You see Granddads recognize that, going, hey, we'd rather just keep our guns rather than go into a low percentage situation. So great play by Unexpected Victory, but Granddads do get to keep some of their guns. This round very much still is in play. It's 2-2 right now. Here's Naf going real aggressive. Just walking up towards B stairs and taking one down all by himself. Good job on Naft. So another early pick win for Unexpected Victory. In most of the rounds, they've gotten at least that early pick. All but one of these rounds so far. Vampy comes back, picks up the bomb. Let's see what they do if they're going to walk towards the mid, it looks like, and maybe make a hit towards the B site. Caddy is here trying to deal with Naft pushing up at him. Lawman is with Cadius defending this. Cadius re-upping the smoke now. UV1 still running patient, but Naft is in a real aggressive spot. Sees Cadius walk up and takes him down. Egglet, meanwhile, has gotten their way onto the A site. Sees Park. Is able to finish him off with better weaponry there. UV1 having a clean round so far. Lawman, though, will finally finish off Naft, who caused a ton of trouble for them. So 4v2 still now, but he's going to be able to upgrade at least here to the AK. Alpha now moving up to the A site. Deimos. Here's a bunch of footsteps as he's watching around mid here, but bombs planted over in the A site. Another situation where it's pretty hard for Granddads to retake, so they might opt to save those rifles once again. Not if Deimos finds you, though. Taking down Brady, that's going to leave Lawman as the last one standing. He, of course, will try to save this AK versus the 4, so Unexpected Victory taking 3 rounds in a row here. He's going to hear some footsteps, so maybe he'll get this exit frag. Egglet, though. Oh, Egglet almost spots him out, but Crosshair just a little bit off from where Lawman actually was. So Lawman will get at least 1 exit frag, but it'll be another round win. Again, 3 in a row for Unexpected Victory. Another excellent start here. And we're getting AKs now. Still on UV1. Might be a hero rifle situation on the other side. What do they decide to do? They're going to upgrade some pistols and the rest of them. Lawman, of course, keeping that AK from the previous round. So, good on UV1 to take advantage of that. You're actually getting a 5-stack heading on over towards the A site for Granddads. Oh, no, sorry. 4 of them are there. Lawman is lone defender of the B site. Vampy trying to punish any sort of grouping here. Egglet sees one, gets a little bit of damage onto Brady. They're down to 65. Oh, look at the dropping grenades thing. Good old new patch stuff. You guys weren't aware that was part of the most recent patch. You can drop grenades for 4 people. Deimos gets the first pick of this round. So again, another round where UV1 gets the early pick. First kill percentage is always a huge thing if you're able to get that. Vampy's just going to walk up a ramp and get one more too. So they'll continue pushing on here. Brady in the middle of this site. Vampy trying to deal with them. Does take him out. Trying to deal with Cameron now. Gonna try to switch towards their pistol here, but Cameron's actually doing a pretty effective job of being annoying, but he's down to 8 HP. Deimos and Alpha are gonna come around the sidewalk and see what damage they can cause. Lawman, though, will get in behind where Egglet is. He takes down the bomb carrier to note. Oh, that's not the bomb carrier. I'm insane. I don't know why I thought he had the bomb.
Bomb has been planted.
Naft will walk up and finish off Lawman. So UV1 take 4 in a row, put Grandad's on max loss bonus. It's a long day. I don't know why I thought he had the bomb. I just like, I saw the character model and I was like, oh yeah, that guy's the bomb. But they just all have backpacks. So, but I don't know, my brain did something funky there. But here we go, we got the full buy here, including the op onto Cadius. So it'll be the first op of this match so far. See if that will end the 4-0 run right now. But unexpected spirit put it on, and right now, Granddads really want to get that first pick because first picks have been all in favor of UV1. Give him some more of those grenades over to Cameron. What's even interesting about dropping bombs is people are gonna like fake flash with them. I can see people doing that, fake flashing with the thing just to make someone turn around. I don't know. There's gonna be some cheeky stuff with that. Anyway, that'll be a highlight reel of someone not actually throwing a flash, throwing a flake flash so that they don't have to turn around themselves. They just throw it out and then they just turn the corner and shoot them. Someone has to look away. I can see that happening. Anyway, flash is being actually thrown by Vampy. Cameron, though, will walk up and quickly, Cameron, Lawman, and KDS all team up for 3 frags. Park getting 1 more too as well. Naft finding 1, but on the other side of the map all by himself. And the bomb all the way back in team mid. And Naft gets finished off by Cameron. So Granddad's finally in the 4-0 run here, bring it to 4-3. Quick work there by the Granddads. They team up and end the execute of unexpected victory. They were all potentially pushing together, but Granddads finally were able to get the advantage there. And let's see what UV1 got after the loss on that one. They're rifled up in full utility as well. Cadius looking over a ramp. We'll just flash it off and back away. Okay, so I don't recall if we fired the op even in the first round, so it's potentially UV1 doesn't even know he hasn't yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Feel free to. Here's a flash coming from Naft, who's been kind of being a nightmare over on this B side all game long, and is potentially looking to continue that too as well. Flash from Deimos, so he can get back to mid as Alpha also throwing a flash. Here's Brady though, playing around that sidewalk, not wanting UV1 to get in there. Egglet flashing, peeks around the corner, sees no one. Gonna flash himself again, looks again, no one there yet. Brady up in that top left corner of the screen there. Vampy, you gotta get through ramp, find the first headshot, gonna start shooting through the smoke here, but eventually Cadius is to be able to take him out. Nice shot from Cadius, but Naft also finished off Lawman, so it's still a 4v3 in favor of unexpected victory as they're making their way towards this A ramp. Cameron still sticking around kind of B side, so there's a numbers advantage right now if UV1 were to jump into this. Cadius watches Park get taken down, but again, has that op, will hit the next shot there and finish off 1 more, but UV1 will at least get on site and be able to get this plant down. So let's see what Cadius, even though he has 2 frags so far, what he can do on the retake with the op. Cadius trying to slow peek around the corner, loses the op for the effort. Now it's just Cameron by themselves. Cameron up and above. Egglet moves his crosshair up and takes him down. Nice shot from Eglet. 2 frags for him on the round. Unexpected victory. Answer to the last round there. They reestablished their 2-round lead, up 5-3. Eco put on by the Granddads. Unexpected victory looking to grab that 6th win once again here. That's always so interesting because action could just happen immediately. As I'm saying that, Naps is able to get a kill while watching. Alfight straight through the smoke and finds himself 2. Cameron gets taken down 2 as well, so that's going to leave Brady here ball by himself as Alfight finishes that off. 3 frags for Alfight on this round. Napt and Vampy also contributing. 6-3 lead for Unexpected Victory. Another full buy up here now for the Granddads after that eco, so great anti-eco by Unexpected Victory in that last round. Clean one. But they got the op back in Kitty's hands, who has done some good work, especially in that, even on the last round that they lost, was kind of popping off a little bit, but UV1 was eventually able to overwhelm them on site. UN sent 2 over towards the B side this time. Naft and Vampy are both doing some work here as they're going to boost Vampy up. Again, watching this area is Lawman here with this AUG. Here comes the flash, but Lawman doesn't even need to look away with his positioning. Looking fine in second one, but Naft is able to avenge his teammate. He's down to 2 HP, but at least still alive. So we're still in a 4v4. Naft just trying to use the rest of his utility out here, just in case he was going to get taken down right away. Brady was able to finish off Alpha on the other side. Naft now can't quite find anything onto Park, so numbers advantage 4-2 for Granddad as Eglet and Deimos are the last couple standing for UV1. Katie's here still watching with that op, but here comes the hit through A ramp as Deimos and Eglet want to get their way through there. They only have to contest with 1 so far in sandbags as Deimos starts walking up sidewalk. Has been able to get pretty far into the site already. Again, Brady just biding his time in sandbags here, waiting for a team to come help him. Cadius finds first pick, and now Brady, as Eglet tries to walk up on his own, will get taken down from behind as Parks played the sneaky game and stuck, just chilled in sandbags, not revealing themselves until absolutely necessary, and then finding that last frag. So another trade of rounds here. Granddad takes that one. UV1 still plenty of cash though. We'll buy up in this one too as well. 6-4 lead for Unexpected Victory. Let's see if they could reestablish the 3-point lead. Alpha walking up ladder here. Deimos checking out the flank. Granddad's play pretty far back on defense. UV1 having played against a couple teams that were a little bit more aggressive on defense in previous rounds, but Eglet is able to find the first frag here. Cadius trying to get in and around here. We watch Eglet fighting another fight and taking down another 1-2 frags for Eglet so far in this round. Naft found another frag over on the other side of the map. So that's now 4v2 in favor of UV1 as Cadius and Park are going to try to hold them down. Park does find Eglet finally, taking them down. But here they come towards the B site as Deimos is coming here to plant. Park, though, is going to find Nap walking through the smoke and take him down. Alfight also got taken out, so suddenly Deimos by himself. And Deimos is able to at least finish off one, but not quite able enough to win the round. Cadius with 3K, 2 on Park. Great round for Granddads as they bring it back to within 1. It's now 6-5 for Unexpected Victory. And UV1 probably could buy up for one more round. If they don't win it, it could be carry. Now Granddad's the one with the great money situation as we potentially go into 6-6 as much as I talked about that in the pre-show. Nate coming in from Cameron. stopping any sort of rush, which is something you do fairly commonly on this map, to be honest. So they said that the A ramp rush is a common thing. UV1 so far not utilizing it. Naft getting the first pick against round. Again, another round where they get the first pick. Eglet finding the second pick too. Going around the corner, finding the third. Only 2 people left now for Granddads as we watch Naft throw up one more molly and eventually continue the hit towards the B side, noting they do not have the bomb with them as Deimos is going to come by and grab it. Oh, actually, Alpha will pick it up. Both of them were coming good together, like a team. Eglet on site on A. So it looks like it potentially go there. Naft to stick around here onto the B side. Park walks straight into the crosshair. Naft trying to go for the aggressive play to find that last frag, but Cadius does find them. But now Cadius with that op, not likely to try a 1v4 on this. Shows this should be a UV1 win, but let's see what Cadius does over here. Maybe tries to find exit frags on anyone hunting for him. Right now, Vampy is hunting for him. The quick scope for Cadius comes through. And Cadius continues to walk up here, making their way towards ladder. Exciting action so far. It's been pretty back and forth. Definitely toughest challenge UV1 has had so far, but so far they've answered the beck and call. They're going to go up 7-5 here.
Terrorists win.
Frag leaders, Vampy with 12. Hellcourse had that ace earlier. 2 people have 11 frags. That's Naft and Cadius on Granddads. So we're getting definitely more frags kind of going on for unexpected victory. But here we go. We got as hero rifle as it gets. The one op here that was safe from the previous round. Everyone else on Deagles. Cadius tries to get it started, but is flashed up. Fires one shot, which takes a little bit of damage. Eglet took some damage too. Here's a nade that unfortunately hits Vampy. And Eglet. Vampy with the wall bang. Brady now. Potentially trying to get in behind. Naft gonna get boosted up here and find Cadius. That's the opper down. Flash coming up. Alpha final frag on the other side of the map as Naft is now playing with Cameron here, who gets taken down by Naft. That'll leave Park here to get taken out by Deimos. So clean round win for unexpected victory. They go up 8-5. They win the half on Granddad's map choice. UV1 will want to take a couple more rounds though, certainly. As we got 2 more rounds left to go in this half. If they could win this one, they effectively win the next round. Because that will be a quasi-buy for Granddads after this. And UV1 just have plenty of cash to contest for the next round either way. And unexpected victory. They got themselves off to a good start, certainly in this game. They want to keep that one going as we're watching Park on camera. UV1 doing a good job so far in this game. Just more rounds than not, they get the first pick. And that just makes your life easier for the majority of rounds when you're doing that. Here's Vampy. Continuing that trend, he at least trades 1 for 1. Eglet over on the other side here is able to pick up 1 more as we watch Deimos pick up the bomb. Lawman trying to deal with Naft now over on the B site as Naft has been doing this all game long. Ooh, Lawman and Cadius team up for a couple, but here comes Naft walking up the stairs to grab himself a second frag, giving them access to this B site, and Naft finds another. Sorry, that was the second frag. So Cadius all by themselves here, picking up an AK to see what work they can do. But Naft from the side is going to be able to pick up their third. Great round for Naft. Eglet and Vampy also grabbing a frag each. So unexpected victory up 9-5 going to last round of the first half. And again, the money situation on Granddads is pretty awful for this last round. They're going to buy what they can, but this should be heavily favored for unexpected victory to go up 10-5. Which is giant on the to do that on the map choice of the opposing team. Again, on a map that we haven't seen much of unexpected victory play, and they're playing it real well. Eglet looking through sidewalk, getting things started again. Eglet with the first frag in this round. Yeah, you just tell me the team that's getting the first pick in every round. You just like it's like, oh yeah, they're the team winning. It's just like kind of like one of those simple stats. That's just like, if a team does that, it's like turnovers in football, right? See whoever's winning the turnover battle very often tells you who's winning the game. The team that's winning the first pick in a round is a team winning. As Vampy finds another one here, suddenly Granddads are down to 2 members already. Park though at least finds Naf, so it's gonna be 3 versus 2 for unexpected victory as Eglet walk towards ramp and finds Cadius. Park will be the last one standing. He goes on 60 HP, but does at least finish off Deimos on the other side of map onto the B site. But UV1 are starting to aggress over towards A. Alpha will get this bomb planted. We'll see what Park can do. 1v2 again on a map that is pretty notoriously difficult to retake on, and now you gotta do it by yourself with only 16 HP. Park, of course, already has the 2 frags in this round, so he's actually having a pretty good round for themselves, but the rest of the team not up to scuff here. Park's gonna go for the ninja defuse, gonna throw it on the smoke and try to molly off the other side here, but Alphyte just stands tall and takes him down. So 10-5 victory or unexpected victory in the first half. Solid for them to really put a stamp on this map that was Granddad's choice. Again, noted that it's T favorite map, so actually even 10-5 doesn't, like, it's good. Well, obviously it's good. You've won double the amount of rounds that the opposing team has, but you know, Vertigo's scary. Vertigo, I think it's such a hard map to play on the CT side, so see what Granddad's, if this was indeed their choice, I'd imagine it's because they do have such a strong T side on this map that potentially they overwhelm some other teams here. So I wouldn't call this one over yet, but it's definitely a good start for unexpected victory and their bid to remain undefeated on maps in the playoffs. And maybe that's casting curse that I literally just said just now. I don't know. And if Granddad's come back and win this one, y'all can blame me. I brought up the undefeated on maps. That's something you should do. I used to play goalie in hockey. Don't bring up shutouts. I know the bad juju when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I did it anyway. Hopefully I didn't ruin anything here for unexpected victory. But if they could just close out this map, just so I don't have to take any heat for that, that'd be awesome. Doolies on Naft. That'll be fun. Let's see where they're able to push this one. Again, 10-5 advantage here for unexpected victory. So let's see how the boys do now that they move on to the CT side. And yeah, they're just 5 stacking over here and making their way over towards the A ramp. Something that I said is a very plausible thing to do a lot of rounds. UV1, again, didn't actually utilize just running up A ramp a lot. They're making their way through sidewalk, and all 5 of them are starting to get this hit on as we watch Cameron throw another flash here. Looking around the corner. Here's Eglet trying to deal with some of them. He finds a shot and is able to take down 2. He finds 3 frags. Lawman and Cameron were able to take the 2 for himself too as well, but Eglet popping off here. Park is going to get this bomb planted now, and Eglet will continue his great pistol round. He's got 4 so far. Eglet just working on this defuse. What a good guy. Doesn't even care about trying to get the pistol ace. Eglet goes, you guys distract him. I'll get the bomb. Ultimate team player over here from Eglet. But again, 4 frags for Eglet. Puts him at 14 frags so far. And the 3rd member in double digits already for UV1. Was already in double digits before that half even started. So, great round. Eglet, always fun to see. Yeah, I hope we 2 of them so I can get back on New World. And man, I'm thinking about playing New World and I'm not sure yet. But that's another conversation to have. New World look fun. Oh man, the namesake of the team. See if they can get things going. Haven't seen too much from him so far in this game. He's of course got 9 frags so far, but when you're the namesake, you just expect to be the ultimate carry. He does have the most frags in the team throughout the regular season. Ooh, Alphyte saw a bit of him. a little bit of damage done with that FAMAS. M4 and Eglet, by the way. Nope. Able to afford that with the 4 frags they picked up in the pistol round. Here's Zampy looking to throw out a nade. Does throw out that nade, but finds no target so far. Minute to go. Granddads will pick up the bomb. Now we're looking to potentially head towards this A site. Vampy defending. Eglet with him too. This Eglet is watching over from the side. Noise being made on the other side of the map, but here comes the hit towards the A site. You're jumping up towards sidewalk. Naf, though, over here in mid is going to find a frag. Damon's taking a little bit of damage from the action here, but he's just going to spray both of them down. Vampy finds another one. And another clean round here. Only one person going down. 12-5 lead for unexpected victory. Javu, New World with all the waiting time to connect to servers. Yeah, that's part of why I'm kind of just waiting. I'm like, I don't want to like deal with that, buy something, and not be able to play with it with wait time. That always happens with new games, new MMOs, new anything that requires a server. And no, I have not played any New World yet. I just like seen video stuff. Anyway, this game, Naft gets things started, and he's gonna find a couple. Alpha also be a couple more. Naft with the toolies trying to do their best John Wick impression there, but eventually goes down. But Cadius is now 1v4 here, walking up towards Alpha. Does take him down, reloads that Galil. A little bit of a Call of Duty reload on that one. Coming around the corner here. Jumps up, finds Damos, but can't find the frag. Zampy will finish him off. 13-5 lead for unexpected victory. So as I was saying, now I've been watching videos about New World. Just like it looks interesting. I like the PvP. Like, I kind of like maybe want to go on the Valhalla server, which is supposed to be the hardcore PvP server, and just like have fun doing world PvP. It could be cool. The server we play on isn't too bad until like 6 o'clock or so, because everyone gets off work or done with other activities. Yeah. Like I said, I'm probably gonna wait a week or something. See like some, I don't know, watch more videos, watch more reviews. Unexpected victory. I'm 13-5 in this one. I'm not like super worried about talking about a different game right now, because UV1 just kind of seems to be dominating this, but Nats is going to dry peek around this corner. He'll find one though somehow. To be honest, with everyone there on Granddad's, I definitely expected him to kind of get taken out, but at least he finds the 1-for-1. Damos, meanwhile, also takes down Lawman, so it's a 3v4. Unexpected victory with the advantage. The Alpha takes down Brady, leaving only 2 of them left. But Cadius has been good on the op so far in this game. Finds one for themselves. So it's Cadius and Park now up against UV1. And Cadius quick scope out here. Cadius has been, to me, the most impressive player to see here on Granddad's for sure. And they potentially might be winning the round on this alone, but Damos got real aggressive, pushes through the smoke by himself, steals that op away. 3 frags for Damos there, as he does work. Actually, Ed decides in the end to drop that op and pick up that AK. But either way, 14-5 lead for unexpected victory. It looks like Granddads are going to finally take a round in this half, but UV1 says, nah, dog. Damos says, nah, dog. I'm going to do it myself, and definitely looks great. Here we go. They're trying to rush onto A, and it's working out so far. They get the first pick, but Naf is able to answer that with a trade. Throws down the molly here to potentially slow down A1 else moving up the ramp, and now that's going to force Lawman and the Granddads to at least slow down any sort of rush here, but they are still coming forward towards the A ramp. Vampy trying to deal with anyone trying to come up through there. Cameron has made their way past the ramp. Vampy then comes in and finds the pick. Cadius over in sidewalk. Park now moving up through mid. Is a little bit surrounded here. Does find Damos. Tries to jump up and look over here, but will eventually get taken down by Alfight as the camera switches on to Brady, who's getting in behind Alfight and finds that frag. So it's still 2v2 here. Bomb is starting to come up beast there, so this could be a potential round win here for Granddads as they get a nice plant here, and a great nade from Brady finishes off Vampy. So what's Naft gonna do 1v2 here? I imagine he goes for it because they can afford to. Maybe he saves the M4. But no, he's going for it. Naft peeking around in all these corners. Does he go for the ninja defuse? At least puts down the smoke. Use that to draw them out. Finds Cadius, who got flashed by his own teammate, but in the end, Brady just fires through the smoke and is able to find Naft. So that will be the first round win in this half for the Granddads, but UV1 are still up 14-6. I kind of feel like that at the same time, but on the crunch rate, it's pretty hard for me to get into an MMO. Only one I've gone super into is RuneScape, and so far I'm loving it. Cool, Jabu. Big WoW player back in the day. I was playing TPC Classic when it came out too, and I was having a lot of fun with that, but just looking to try something new, because I like new things. Allman gets taken down by Vampy. Naft also finds another kill here, but we do watch Cadius take one more. Still, numbers advantage for unexpected victory, 4-3. Ooh, Cadius able to find one there, but Naft is looking to try to get in behind him and does do so, able to take him out. Can potentially grab the gun here, but he's going to stick with that one. Now we'll pick up the AK. Naft having a great round. He's got 3K. Brady, last one standing. 4 Granddads. Has to go back and get the bomb. Here's a nade. Just trying to nade anyone that was potentially just standing right on top of it, as able to pick up the package. And is going to start heading on towards somewhere. Does see Naft shooting at him. And now Naft's got a ton of attention, so Brady's going to turn away. Now wants to head towards the B site. Gets through connector here. Might be able to at least make it to the site as he's starting to walk up the stairs, but UV1 is starting to answer this rotation now. Deimos just there waiting with the op, and Brady tried to rush on over there, but again, Naft with a great round there with 3 frags, puts them on match point for 9 in a row, or sorry, map point, I should say, for 9 in a row for unexpected victory. This is the best of 3. We'll be playing Nuke right after this, and if needed, Inferno after that. But right now, UV1 making quick work of this team that, you know, it was looking like maybe they were going to be the toughest challenge for UV1 to date, but, well. Suddenly move over to the CT side, and again, on Granddad's map choice, and UV1 just haven't been able to kind of, or Granddads haven't been able to do much of anything. Naft here with the P90 is able to pick up 1 frag. Vampy grabs 2 more. Brady eventually finishing off Vampy, and then Cameron taking out Naft, but Aglet cleans up the last 2, cleans up this map, and it's a 1-0 lead now for unexpected victory in this best of 3. And they're well on their way to taking this one down. Again, Vertigo was the map choice for Granddads, but it's not enough for them to really do anything to even look close in this one. Nuke coming up in a little bit, folks, so we'll take a quick break. Maybe we'll look up some more New World reviews, and then we'll have map number 2. Again, Nuke. See if UV1 finishes this one off clean, or if Granddads have what it takes to force a tiebreak. See you soon, folks.
It was Friday night. I caught that feeling looking in your eyes, like I've known you a million years. And I hear visions of your hand in mine, growing older, spending all the time. That's all I ever need, I swear. I swear it's true. I belong with you. I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. walks under city lights. We both know we'll be okay. Just like an ocean and its tide. Pull me in and keep me by your side. We both know we'll find our way. I swear it's true. I belong with you. Promise, I promise I do. I give my heart to you. Because home is when I'm with you. Because home is when I'm with you. I don't wanna know where I might be without you. Sat crying all alone in the bathroom. I just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you. 'Cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view. And there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you. 'Cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. You got my heart. You got my heart. You got.
All right, and we're back. And UV1 absolutely dominant over in Vertigo, and Ownerman put it great in the chat there. Ancient and Vertigo are the two of these popular maps in competitive. In the game, we haven't banned this map, and the other team chose to try to surprise us. And, well, surprise, surprise. Unexpected Victory is the one with the surprise for you. They looked absolutely dominant. Again, this was a map that I was like, I can't remember last time I saw it. Vex also noted in chat, I don't think you've seen it all season. I don't think I've seen the team play on it, period. in the 3 seasons I've been covering him so far. Again, I could be wrong. I have an awful memory. Maybe there was one. But either way, I don't really remember last time we've seen it happen. And so it's been kind of crazy to see that they come into that one and look so good on it. It looked for like maybe a little while that the Granddads were challenging them. We saw how strong Cadius was on the op, and then maybe that was going to be a bit of a difference maker. But in the end, UV1 just overwhelmed them. They go up 10-5, which is like fine on T side and on that map. But then on the other side, UV1 just completely dominated on the defense and took all but 1 round, I believe, and just completely overwhelmed Granddads, who just did not seem to have what it takes. And it was interesting too on Vertigo, as I was just kind of noting, like, yeah, you can kind of rush A ramp and it works out pretty well, and maybe that's what Granddad does, and maybe like that's my silver brain thinking that's how that works. And Granddad tries to get up there, and UV1 shut that down whenever they tried it. And UV1 didn't even actually use running up A ramp quickly. They played pretty default heavy and found picks. And again, noted, they found lots of early picks in the game. Just always had numbers advantage, and that's just absolutely huge. Usually you're pretty happy on the T side to trade 1 for 1, right? Like that's kind of your goal as an entry fragger, but they would entry frag and get a clean one, and then that just leaves up you so open and so willing to do whatever. Naps had a great map for themselves, being a nightmare over on the B side, and just wasn't able to handle. Obviously, Vampy had that 1 ace after the Granddads had won the first 2 rounds, and then just it just seemed off to the races for there from UV1 as they were just like real great, and Granddads came out. Again, even kind of initially when UV1 kind of had like a 2-round lead and Granddads were kind of trading with them a little bit round for round, it kind of seemed like that maybe Granddads were going to be the best challenge, at least in this playoff so far for UV1, but that hasn't been the case, as UV1 just like seemed to, again, as always, just seemed to figure out a team, see their tendencies, and then go, okay, now we can just win this. And then they just suddenly look much better than the team, just with their ability to kind of adjust things. And it's so impressive to see at a team with such young players at kind of this level. So, hey, they're going to be in main next season, and that'll also be fun to watch. But they're continuing to get it done here in the playoffs in IM, and you know, the sky's limit kind of over here. So let's hope for the best for the boys. But now we move on to Nuke, which has been noted between this and Inferno are some of their best maps, and to note, if Tiebreaker is needed, Inferno is the next map anyway, so that is gigantic. So it kind of like originally set up the narrative that maybe Granddads, you know, if they had the secret map pick and this was their best map, or at least a good map for them, that maybe they'd be able to take that first map, and then they probably looked at UV1 like, hey, they never play this map, and I don't know. I don't actually like look into Granddad's history if they've played the map a lot, but maybe they just thought, hey, we played this enough that maybe if we see this team that never plays this map, maybe we'll be able to take advantage of it. Yeah, maybe we practiced the map. Who knows? All the stream we did is set up private. Yeah, which is huge. Like, I don't know that information. Probably just so I don't accidentally leak it on stream, which is totally fine. I don't necessarily even want that information. But either way, UV1 looked great on that map on Vertigo, and Granddads looked at least on the T side. I honestly thought on CT the 10-5 that they were like put up against, I thought that was like actually kind of fine. A couple of rounds I could have went potentially either way. Maybe it could have been 9-6, whatever it was. I thought the T side was relatively close, despite it literally being double the amount of rounds. But UV1 just took over as Granddads didn't really have as much of a game plan as I would have expected someone to have when you choose that map. But then we go to this map, which is, well, where UV1 does have game plans when they choose this map. So we'll see how it goes. Choice of side, of course, Granddads on the CT side, but see what Demos does outside here with that Deagle. Puts Katie's down 69, nice. As he continues to walk outside and looking for more. Vampy and Cameron meet up with these beds, and Vampy just drops on him and takes them out. Is able to pick up the USP for the effort. Glock in that situation just has a little bit of advantage on the USP, but of course the USP just generally has the advantage on range, as Damos is finding out here despite Damos having Deagle. But he's taking kind of the brunt of that damage. We tune into Egglet now. Who's going to here? Actually, the Damos now in mini, finding Brady over on this A site. Cadius dealing with Egglet in lobby. Will find the advantage there and take him down. Park finishing off Damos too as well. But onto the site, Alphyte has got it planted onto B. See how the Granddads approach this as Vampy is hearing tons of footsteps. He'll take down the first, but turns away for the second. 3v2 right now for Granddads with this retake. Finds Naf looking towards Squeaky. Naf just didn't hear the door. Turn it up there. Lawman finishes off the last frag. And that'll be a pistol round win once again for Granddads. They took the first pistol round of the first map. And yeah, Granddads are up 1-0 here so far. They'll grab some MP9s. Go to work. In case you don't know, if we win the playoff final, we skip main and go to advance. Huge. That'll be interesting to see if that happens. Cameron, over there in mini. Bunch of UV went outside as we turn into prey on top of these Raptors here. Cameron, though, has got him to the bulk of the action. He's taken down 2. Cadius takes down another 2. So that leaves Vampy's last one standing, as Vampy's at least able to finish off Cameron. But now he's completely surrounded here. Does take down Lawman. What can he get going here? 7 bullets left on the Deagle. Shoots a couple. Finds another frag, though. So 3 frags for Vampy, but definitely not enough there this time around. Granddads actually overwhelm them outside and take the victory with the superior firepower. 2-0 lead here for Granddads. Unexpected victory now, though. On to AKs. Vampy the only one to get fragged so far on the side. Now, of course, with the change team. But it is early. So you watch Vampy and Co start making their way to the lobby. Vampy's playing out Squeaky and shooting Cameron through those vents. Sees the extra one, and Vampy finding another one. Well, maybe that doesn't need to change. Maybe Vampy just gets all the kills. He's got 7 so far in this game, 2 in this round. Katie is throwing on a nice molly here. That's going to cause some trouble. Katie finds the one outside too, taking down Naft. Eglet finally picking up a kill that is not Vampy. But Vampy looking to grab another one potentially, as he potentially wants to look at the one up in heaven. He's actually going to move towards Mini. Alphyte now looking up towards heaven, as 2 of them are there. Alphyte hides. Deimos gets him behind the ones on heaven. Park picks up his fallen member's M4 to find out Alphyte here. Deimos then finishes off Park there. So 3rd round win here. They take that one. 2-1 lead still for Granddads, but this is basically the same story as last game. Vampy off to another hot start here. Vampy wants to be the interview today. He pick the MVP or someone with an ace, and he's got the ace. He got the ace in the first map. So we might hear from him later today. Oh, we'll see. Vampy gets the wall bang. Was just trying to poke a hole open the door, but unfortunately for Cadius, their head was behind that door. Naf, meanwhile, outside, potentially meet with Cameron just through the smoke, but Deimos has got his back as Naf is actually turned away, but Deimos is able to finish him off. Brady comes into the lobby here, is able to find 1 frag. So puts us back to a 3v3. Naf starts to move up through Mini. Takes down Lawman. They're continuing to push onto the A site. No bomb carrier, not quite there. He's over by Secret. But they've got kind of control over this area right now. So Devo looking towards Squeaky and finding another target that leaves Park by himself. Sitting in vents. He will walk up. Makes noise now. Gets on top of the bomb carrier, but the bomb gets planted. He's surrounded here a little bit, and Deimos will finish off that last one. 3 frags for Deimos on the round. Nice round for him for sure. 2-2 is the score. Not to be confused with great indigenous hockey player Jordan Tutu. One of my favorite hockey players of all time. Just because he's awesome. One of my favorite world juniors. Jordan Tutu was just like one of my favorites to watch. If you guys watch hockey. I know some of you do know, at least Ornerman does. So here we go. Park trying to play up aggressive. Finds a target, but ends up taking most of the damage for it. Deimos on top of Silo here. Staring at the smoke, seeing if anyone peeks through there, but We know no one's there right now. Deimos flashes for himself. Park taking a decent amount of damage. Vampy at Squeaky. Brady is on that side of the door. And Vampy, just a monster. I need Squeaky. Vampy's always there. Just likes playing around doors. Cadius right now in lobby. Finds Alpha trying to keep him up in there, but Aglet will finish him off. Aglet now trying to find the next target. Deimos here in mini. Is going to find one more. Naft also takes down Lawman. And now Cameron is left to their own devices here. Has to turn away from the flash. He's going to walk up this ladder. And does have kind of some control over this bomb here. But Naft is able to pick it up without getting punished. Cameron, though, tries to jump down, but Deimos, again, protecting their team, will find another frag here. 3-2, so that's 3 in a row. Won by Unexpected Victory. Granddads now got to find a response. They'll build the rifle up here for one more round, but could force an eco. Can UV1. No head armor on Cameron Park. And a FAMAS on Brady. Definitely not a perfect buy for Granddads, but they know they got to buy up here and go for it. So they feel like one Vampy, again, doing work in Squeaky there. Cameron's going to make their way down the vents now. Meanwhile, Deimos outside. See what they can do. Vampy's gonna flash for himself into hut. Sees Lawman, does a little bit of damage to them. They throw down a smoke to disincentivize pushing through anymore. Here's Alphite. Throwing a smoke, then flashing. Vampy's gone through Squeaky now. Sees the one in heaven. Picks him off. Great shot. Lawman, though, does finish off Naft. Cameron comes in behind them through the vents, and they weren't expecting that. Great play by Cameron. Take down 2. Deimos now just past Squeaky will avenge their teammates there, so it's still at a 2v2. To note, Cadius again does have that op. And is sitting right here with it. Deimos with the peek. Cadius misses the shot. Tries to find another one in hut, but misses a second shot. Alpha punishes it. Park now 1v2. Alphite mollies off heaven, but that's not where Park is. Now it's just Deimos v Park. Very classic 1v1 here. Oh, Deimos actually had to jump on him, but Park with a quick flick is able to grab that one. Great job by Park. Because again, that would have been a round that would have forced an eco here. Potentially, you're still thinking about you can't spend too much money if you're on Granddads, but they'll buy up as much as they can. They'll still have a couple SMGs. Again, still not a perfect buy. But at least they took the round win there. That looks like a sure loss. Here's Vampy looking for the special pick. We'll find it. We're talking about not perfect buys. A couple Deagles on Vampy and UV1, but again, you're seeing it work out perfectly fine. Oh, no, Naft! Okay. Almost looked away at the one that was in secret, but able to flick back and get him, similar to how like Deimos finished last time. When Vampy was a nice little 1D here, eventually gets taken down by Lawman on top of hut there, but Vampy definitely doing a lot of work with that Deagle. Meanwhile, Lawman doing a lot of work with his little SMG. 3 surviving members of UV1 are making their way towards the B site. They'll look to get this plant started. And they do. So can Park and Lawman get this going as we watch Eglet get himself back into observation, but Park is outside and it looks like they're content with saving these guns. Yeah, it would have been an eco again. So at least save 2 rifles for themselves. And UV1 will take this round, go up 4-3. Everyone walks out. Park hears him. Okay. Is he gonna go for the exit frag? Ooh, they try to actually even flash this off in case they were hiding here, but Park actually isn't able to at least find that for themselves. So that stings at least a little bit. But again, UV1 up 4-3 here. See how well they close this one out now. Again, they kept a couple rifles from the previous round. Got the CZ on one person, but the boss on another. Damos in lobby. I'll fight with them. Cameron now. Defending. Right on side here. He's going to take out the door with that nade. Damos looking to potentially want to make their way through ramp. Park is there. Cadius, though, finds a pick on Vampy. Naf quickly trades it back. Here comes a hit towards the B site. Eglet jumps down. Pre-fires a couple doors, but they will continue to make their way back now towards A as they walk up this ladder. Brady made their way kind of through here, gets through Squeaky. Interesting play. They just gotta run out of there. Bomb planted. 4v4 here. It's still kind of anyone's round here. It's retakeable for sure, but UV1 so far have not allowed too many retakes in this game. Park finds the pick outside onto Eglet, but Naft waiting. Takes him down. Cameron trying to get in here. Eventually finds one more, but gets shot out from behind. Alfight getting a firefight with Brady. Damos did finish off Lawman, so it is 2v1. Brady here with this CZ. Finds one more frag onto Damos. And is trying to see if he can do damage to the one in heaven, but Alfight will live. Oh no, Alfight barely doesn't get out of there. Just not enough HP. So Brady wins the Battle Royale, but UV1 win the round. 5-3. They are up. They save that one AK. Lawman selling the CZ. Everyone else kind of on pistols here. So what Unexpected Victory do is they rifle up in this round. Zampy plays aggressive. Finds the first pick. There's one in behind him there, but not going to worry about him yet. Takes down another. Alpha also found one more frag. As we tune into Damos up here on Silo. Park finishes off Eglet, but here's a nade and shot combo for Vampy. Take him down. Damos makes his way into lobby to potentially find Park. That is right here in the trophy room. But Park sees a wall of fire. What is he going to do much with this 5-7? UV1 pick up kind of some of the rest of the AKs. He gets a good shot onto Naf, taking him down to 1 HP. But 1 HP is enough to live. Naf takes that one down, doubling up now. UV1 up 6-3 in this first half. And if you are just tuning in, UV1 is up 1-0 so far. They did win the map on Vertigo. Inferno, if needed, will be the next map. But UV1 looking to make sure that isn't the case, as they're up in this one now. Huge round here. As he had much of a buy as the Granddads could do in this round. Vampy's just going to push through the smoke that was pushed at him, and Vampy sprays down 2. Eglet contributing to as well, taking out Brady, who had just taken out Naf. Now Park, he's been alone a lot of times. He's the one sitting back in ramp and just sees all his teammates go down often, and it's been scary for him. He's going to try to save this M4. Bomb planted. UV1 will take a nice lead here once again, up 7-6. 7-3, excuse me. Yeah, let's potentially the point around. UV1 did buy quite a bit into this one. But Granddad's been buying as much as they could kind of in most rounds. and it's just making it harder and harder to kind of get anything going for them momentum-wise over here on the CT side. Bomb will go off. Park will keep his M4. The rest of the team, at least on max loss bonus here, will be able to buy up if they so choose. And they don't. So it's been a lot of rounds where they've kind of just been, I wouldn't say strictly forced buying, but definitely buying to the point where, like, if you don't win that round, it makes it difficult for them. And now they go, okay, now let's actually, like, get a real save here. And then we can have a full buy. But Vampy, playing and Squeaky gets one more down too as well. A couple of them are trying to move through Mini here, trying to overwhelm Vampy, and they eventually do take him down, but he did a ton of damage, killing one and taking two of them to 13 HP and 10 HP respectively. So Vampy definitely doing their work there. Just lit up a ton of them. Cadius, meanwhile, finds Naf, hits the one Deeg. 3v4. As Park is gonna find Egglet here, so this is the best round so far for Granddads. They of course took down the pistols, but been mostly UV1 ever since. But again, lots of them are low as Cadius gets taken out. So this is definitely doable by Deimos and Alphite. They're now in a 2v3 here. Cameron loses the hut. Park gets taken down. So does Cameron. Alphite just doing work. He finds 3K. 8-3 lead here for Unexpected Victory. I said doable. And Alphite showing it was very doable as he gets that one down. Great play by Alphite. So yeah, 8-3 right now for Unexpected Victory. Here's the buy coming in from Granddads. This is the must-win round kind of for them. Vampy finds Brady, and then finds another. Looking at the one in Mini, takes him down two. Vampy, just playing like a man possessed here so far in this game. He takes down 3 in this round. Definitely top bragging, in case you're curious. And we'll keep the camera on Vampy here in case he does something special. But Cadius and Park go, well, we're just going to try to save this. They have that op and that M4. Does Vampy go hunting? Doesn't look like it. Park, though, finds the one frag onto Naft. That will end this round. Cadius finds another frag there. Vampy did keep going for it, so they find 3 exit frags. They find 4. So UV1, they got enough cash that it doesn't matter too much, but still. Cadius and Park just trying to put a stamp on at least that round, despite losing it. UV1 up 9-3 though, with a couple rounds left to go here. 3 rounds left to go here and a half. And again, they had enough cash where they're not super punished for that one. Here's Cameron outside. Flashing, throwing a molly towards Squeaky because Vampy's been there this whole time, so trying to slow that down as much as they can. Naf, meanwhile, is outside. Vampy finds one through the smoke. Disgusting. Here's Cameron. Able to answer that. 4v4 now. Cameron hears some gunfire, turns around the corner, takes down another. Cameron having a nice round. Here's Park near ramp. Gonna find Alphite. Park in an off angle. Finishing him off. Good round again for Grandad coming up here. Nice quick scope from him again from Cadius. This player definitely knows what they're doing with that rifle. That sniper rifle. And now Deimos. 1v4. And 4v none. So good round for Granddads. They definitely needed that one to get themselves some momentum here. 2 rounds left to go here in the first half. UV1 again up 9-4. 22 frags already by Vampy though. Absolutely disgusting performance from him. Second on server is Park with his 15. Here comes Damos and Vampy. Going straight in it. They're just rushing through here. Vampy gets taken out, and so does Outfighted Egglet. Brady finds one more frag. Here's we're watching Damos continue the work here in Hut. He gets one more. Egglet takes a ton of damage. He's down to 2 HP. Park up here in the rafters will finish him off. So now Damos by himself here with 5 HP. Can't quite finish it off. So Park continues a nice game for at least himself. He gets 2 more frags. And they win 2 in a row now to Granddads. So we're heading to the final round of the half. And UV1 actually don't have a whole lot of cash here. So they can't full buy here. You're going to see Naf buy some dualies. You're going to see one Galil on Egglet. Everyone else at least got AKs. But Granddads fight to at least salvage potentially a 9-6, which is pretty darn good considering how everything was looking like it was going. Lawman taking quite a bit of damage here once again. Cameron gets finished off there by Vampy, who's continuing his great match so far. Brady just waiting out patiently there in Hut as Egglet dry peaks and gets taken down. Cadius, meanwhile, sees the one jumping through and finds the frag anyway. Park then finishing off Damos. So 2v4. Grandad's with the numbers advantage. Naf is able to at least grab one more frag here. But Park finishes off Naf. So now Vampy is having a great game. Now is in a 1v3. He gets finished off. So Grandad's string together 3 pretty important rounds for them. They salvaged the 9-6, which is actually huge that potentially they've gotten something going here, giving themselves a little bit of momentum as we switch sides. But of course, 9-6 in general, you just say that and you're like, yeah, you're pretty happy when you're at 9-6. But sometimes you go, oh, the potential that very much easily could have been like 12 wins round or 11 or 10, right? But pretty clutch play from Granddads, not give up for themselves, showing their own strong mentals. Now that will be because by UV1 as they move over to the CT side. But maybe Granddads just kind of in the end figured something out there. But was it too little too late? We'll have to see if what they figured out gives them enough to do what they can do onto the T side. The T side's so challenging on this map. Great match so far. Vampy's kind of been leading the charge. I believe he's at 24 frags or something in and around that mark in this map, in this half so far. Just what did he do in the last game? Just out of curiosity. Vampy had 21 in that one. Naf was actually top dragon in that first game. Naf, again, was just like a nightmare on B side of that map all game long. He had 122 ADR in that game, 27 frags. But again, Vampy with 100 ADR for himself too, and 21, including that ace. So, Vampy still looked good. And here we go. Second half of Nuke. Again, UV1 up 1-0 so far. See how this goes. Pretzel hug. Let's go UV1 to the freaking moon. I love it, my dude. Dualies on Naft again. Dualies are fun. USBs on everyone else. Egglet's got the kit. Alphight will hold down ramp. Here we go. Cameron lashes their way into Squeaky. Damos go. Gets taken out by Brady. Brady gets this round started. They just make the rush onto the B site. And we'll get this plant down. So good start so far for Granddads. Let's see what the 3 players on UV1 can do on this retake. Oh. Naf takes a ton of damage. tries to do some work here, but clean pistol round for Granddads. None of them go down. 2 frags for Brady, 2 for Lawman, 1 for Cadius. And Granddads, 7-9. After good pits around. Pits hug. Hi, Johnny. Good casting. Thanks, my dude. All right, so it's been, is it 4 in a row now rounds for Granddad? So they've definitely built some momentum here. They're looking to set up for the 5th. Deimos gets taken down by Cameron. He gets some starters. We're watching Brady outside. Vampy, though, found a pick. Cadius, meanwhile, has picked up the bomb out here. Let's see where they take it. Lawman gets into observation and finds the frag on Egglet. Looks towards ramp. See if anyone's potentially there. Alfight getting a firefight in ramps. Gets taken down. Vampy tries to jump down towards ramp. And is eliminated. Here's Nap with those dualies, but can't get it done with Brady with an AK. So Granddads bring it to within 1. 9-8 lead still for UV1, but again, it was 9-3 at one point. Scout purchased by Alfight. Still going to be some pistols for UV1. Ooh. You're looking at a tie game, which is a very much different narrative that we thought we were going to be talking about at this point. Here's Naf outside, still with dualies. Dualies not working out so far in this game as clean work is being put forth. Lawman got himself 2 frags as they're starting to head over into the B site now. Vampy in a little bit of trouble here. He's too squeaky, but he gets taken out. Egglet now, last one standing, gets finished off here. Tie game. Huge comeback for Granddads. Again, it was 9-3 at one point, so that's 6 rounds in a row for Granddads. But we're going to get a rifle round here from UV1. Egglet on that XM. Long day, Pretzel Dogs. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Well, Vampy is able to at least start off this round nicely for them. Egglet takes a ton of damage from that molly, though. Looks like he's down 20 HP, but either way, first pick going over to Vampy. And he's shooting at someone now. He's just shooting at smoke. Never mind. I got you baited. Alfight in ramp. Finds the first frag on Lawman. He'll back off from there. In case anyone continues to run at him. Here's Naft in lobby. Ooh, he gets taken out from the side by Brady. Who's now in in hut. But, oh, Deimos finds 2 frags. That's going to leave Brady now by himself, who eventually gets finished off there. So, UV1 end the 6-0 run that Grandad's put together and take the lead again. They're up 10-9. Grandad stepping up a huge way these past few rounds. UV1 finally getting 1 for themselves. Do they clean out the rest of this game, or do Granddads have what it takes to force a 3rd map? So it's coming from Brady. Grandad's now playing outside mostly. See if they can get access to secret through here. Deimos finds the first pick here. Nice shooting. Also does some damage towards Brady. They don't push all the way through though, so Lawman is actually trying to aggress onto Deimos and will find him. Job by Lawman. Here's Naft. Sprays one, could not quite spray transfer to the second. But 3v3 and tons of damage onto different members of the Granddad team. There's Vampy. And Egglet still holding down this A site. They're starting to move through secret and into tunnels here. As they look to try to get access here. Vampy goes through vents, finds a pick on one. Lawman, meanwhile, takes out Alphite over there in ramps. That's going to leave Egglet by himself, and he's got an XM to do work with. Well, he's going to find an M4 at least to switch to. Two of them are low. Here's Egglet flashing for himself. He's going to molly towards the back of the site and smoke off observation. He walks down the ramp here. Fake defuse. They open the door and take him down. Nice try, Eggy. But great round from Cadius and Lawman. Kind of a two-man effort there. Did a ton of work. Tie this game back up 10 apiece. UV1, money situation not looking great either. Swag 7 on Naft. Alright. So this was the fight that we expect from the Granddads. Maybe they are certainly the team that challenged UV1 the most. Egglet finds the first frag here. He's looking for a second, but eventually gets taken down. Park picking up 2 frags for here. They'll get on site. Alphite would look like they picked up at least one more. So it's 3v2 in favor of Granddads. Alphite in that molly up here in heaven. Waiting for that to dissipate. But here's a second molly. Alphite's just going to have to move forward through it. He finds one. No scope. But that molly finishes off Alphite in the end now. Deimos by himself. 1v2 with a deagle. Oh, Lawman ducks under where his head would have been, and maybe Deimos could have landed that if he was still standing. But either way, 11-10. Granddads take the lead. And again, UV1 was up 9-3. Granddads have won 8 of the last 9 rounds. Very impressive stuff coming in from Granddads. And, you know, it's setting up potentially a narrative where both teams lose their map choice, but then we go into Inferno for the third if we need it. Cameron sees the foot of Naft in that smoke, and Naft couldn't get anything to do with it. They're moving through tunnels. Cameron finds another, but Alphite finishes off 2. Alphite having enough for this, trying to do it himself. He gets taken out from behind in the end, but here's Deimos trying to get something going. Now Granddads secure themselves a 2-round lead. Pause coming in here. Maybe tack. Maybe you want to talk about what they need to do to come back and win this one, because all of a sudden Granddads have a lead. 7, 8, 9 of the last 10 rounds won by Granddads. Absolutely monster work for them. All right, so we're getting an eco from UV1. Maybe Deimos could do some work with this deagle, as you've seen him do so many times before. There's a nade from Cameron. They're playing outside. At least a few of them are. As Cameron goes back to pick up the bomb again. Lawman, meanwhile, waiting for that smoke to go down. Deimos and Vampy sitting patiently now. Grandad's looking for picks. Here's some footsteps going on. They don't open up that door yet. Allows Vampy to open up the vents. And they potentially are coming through mini. Vampy finds the 1D, but it gets traded quickly. Deimos trying to handle anything here, but can't seem to find it. But either way, Aglet and Alphite team up to finish off the game. They take that one. Unexpected victory. Bring it back to within 1. Huge eco win for Unexpected Victory. Just what the doctor ordered, as Granddad's put in a ton of momentum, and maybe that's enough to see back momentum for themselves. Deimos now on the op. Still wouldn't have a way to do that. Naf, meanwhile, just punishes Cameron waiting outside of Squeaky there. UV1 have the lead in this round. See Naf do crazy work in mini, holding that down in the past. See if that continues forward in this game. Alphite gets in a firefight, finds one. He's still got another one to deal with, and Brady will win that one out. Smokes and flashes. Brady's trying to pick the bomb back up. They will do so. Let's see if they can get themselves onto a site. So far, Brady now is just waiting. Let's see if he can find one more pick. Does have plenty of time to do so anyway. But UV1 playing fairly patiently right now. 4v2. Brady flashes. But is still trying to see if they can secure themselves a pick. And maybe a UV1 member getting overzealous and coming in at it. But so far the answer is no to that. 30 seconds left to go on this round. And Brady will start walking down ramp with Park. Sees the one behind there. Tries to find that one. Quad reloads. Finishes them off though. Ooh, Naf tried to open the door, take down Park at least, but Brady's still going to get this plant off. But Deimos will finish him off and tie this game back up at 12s. Ooh. It's become an interesting game, that's for certain, but UV1 now looking like after that pause are rallying back here in this one. 30 bomb now for Vampy. Second on the server is 26 in Park. KDS also has 20. We're at all equals a 12-12 game. So we're getting an eco from Granddads. So maybe UV1 could retake their lead, but you know, UV1 won that one eco, so you never know. One of the ones losing that eco for Granddads probably makes them feel like, what if? What could be happening right now? Could have a pretty dominating lead potentially if you just didn't lose that eco, and now all of a sudden you're just given enough momentum potentially back to UV1. Here comes the hit towards the B site. Lawman gets taken down by Naft. Naft sitting down here. Deimos found another pick. Aglet also up to grab Rowan. Deimos finding one more. Eventually gets taken down by Cameron. But Cameron now 1v4 here. Ooh, finds a second. Let's have what it takes. He's gonna pick up an op. He's got the bomb. Oh, makes his way up to heaven. Quick scope, not enough there as Naft finishes them off. UV1 take the lead back, and they're up 13-12. Good damage by Cameron in that round, at least, for themselves. Unexpected victory. Looking to close out this match here as they've retaken the lead, but Granddads have definitely made this map very interesting. Deimos gets things started by finding an early pick outside. Here's a flash from Cameron. Looking at the one at CT spawn. That's Deimos. Throws out another flash. He's got that op, though. And right now, they continue to make moves. They made it through secret. Did Brady and Park. They're going to continue to walk forward. KDS also find that pick on Alpha and Rams. Park fights Brady in vents, gets taken down. Ooh, Deimos gets overwhelmed outside. Nafta able to at least find that pick. So it's still 2v3, and a couple members of Granddads are pretty low. As Vampy will find that one. Bomb is now planted. Vampy flashes for himself. Goes to Molly at the back of sight. Naf finds one more frag here. And then finds the next. Huge round for Naf. He picks up 3k. Vampy will finish off this defuse, and Unexpected Victory will go up 14-12. Ooh. Giant step-up performances by multiple members of UV1, and Lawman Bad Money. Yeah. They're definitely going to get at least one more round of purchasing up here as much as they can, but they get AKs in hands and as much utility as they can buy with the rest of their cash. This could potentially be the most important round here in this game. They try to rush through there, but Egglet's going to shut down. Trying to make their way through Squeaky. Vampy able to find one pick on the one in the hut, but they're getting through here. But now it's just Lawman. He's got 16 HP and they're outside. The bomb is all the way inside here. Completely controlled by UV1. Alphite finds that final pick, and now they're on match point. Here's Unexpected Victory looking to go into the next round. Giant Granddads made the huge comeback, down 3-9. Won 9 of 10 rounds, 10 of 11, whatever it was, to give themselves a lead. UV1 have found their footing now in this game, and quasi-buy does Granddads have in this round to try to save this match. We'll see if Unexpected Victory can close it out. Alphite. A bunch of people coming at him now. He takes down one. He takes down two. So it's just Cameron and Park. Can they get anything done here? Alphite. Here's them coming at him. Park will finish him off. But Cameron gets taken out by Egglet. So it's just Park. Turns away from a flash. He's continuing to stare at that door. Doesn't have time to plant yet. Tries to run forward. Won't get it done. Egglet picks up the last frag of this match. And Unexpected Victory will win it 2-0 and advance to the next round of the ESEA playoffs. Granddads in the end made it interesting. But interesting is not enough to take the W, as UV1 will have that in their hands today. So congratulations, Granddads, for making this far in the playoffs, but bigger congrats, of course, to the boys in UV1 for extending this lead here. Let's see if we get an interview with the man with the ace on the day. And of course, just a pretty dominating performance in that last map. See if we can hear from him on a nice win for UV1. Well, it was a map one that was pretty dominated by Unexpected Victory as they were able to take down Vertigo. And then map two, it looked like it was going to continue to be dominated by UV1, but Granddads made it very interesting. And UV1 was up 9-3. And then Granddads fought all the way back. And then end up winning that one 16-12. Off of a giant eco round that UV1 were able to win. and then just gave them enough momentum to just pull them all the way back into the game. So we're now joined by Vampy. How you doing, my dude?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm really chilling.
Awesome. So yeah, it was a match. It looked like potentially it was just going to be dominated by you guys the whole way, but they definitely at least made it interesting. So we'll bring things through this one, I guess, chronologically, and it kind of starts with your ace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they go
That
up.
happened.
That happened. So Grandad's go up 2-0, whatever. They won the pistol. They won the round after that, and then you just kind of went in monster mode and killed everyone. What was that round like for your perspective?
It was kind of like I knew where everybody was on my team, so like I knew what they were clearing, and then based off of what they were clearing and like what info we got, plus that super nice lurk smoke, I had a lot of info towards those first 2 kills. So I was like, there has to be at least one more towards A. He flanked, killed my teammate, traded him, and then the other 2 are rotating since we got so many kills on A.
Right.
Rotations through elevator, he got killed, and then I was expecting the last one through heaven just because he's the late B rotator.
All right.
And no one called mid, so it was kind of just like the read towards vertigo is just a lot more comfortable for us since we kind of had a little scrimmage or 2 to kind of get an idea of it. But
that's
yeah.
interesting. That's interesting. So like, I don't think I've once casted you guys playing on this map. I don't have a memory of it. So it was
never.
Yeah. So it was coming to this one. I'm like, oh, this could be interesting. Like maybe this is a secret map for Granddads. But it didn't seem that way at all. They were at least making things at least a little bit interesting, kind of the first half. But the second half, you just completely dominated. It didn't look like they had anything much other than rush A. And
no, not a chance.
Yeah, you just seemed like you shut that one down. So that makes it a curious map choice from Granddads, to be completely honest, once I saw that. But either way, it wasn't able to throw you guys off. And yeah, maybe they just saw it. They have no history of this map, but if you guys scrimmed on it, that's good to hear that you guys were prepared for it either way. That's awesome stuff. So you get into this second map, and it looked like you were just going to continue that domination momentum going through it up. You guys are up 9-3. Maybe it's pretty chill. When you're up 9-3, did you guys just like take your foot off the pedal, or what seemed to happen there?
Well, realistically, like we kind of like since we pulled away with 9 rounds, I feel like we started just no respecting of it.
Okay.
Because like at some points I was literally just running out A based on my pathing and based on like me knowing where they were.
Right.
You know what I mean? Certain info was given, then certain frags came out. So when it was that easy to kind of pick off people early round, we just joked around, kind of did our own thing. But I mean, we still had it mostly under control, except for when we kind of let them get a little too ahead of themselves.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like because even the confidence does so much in this game. So maybe even for them, they were just like then feeling confident, and then maybe they were shooting above their own level even potentially, and so that gave them the lead. But then you guys take a timeout and have to go into an eco and win the eco round. Can you take me through how that even happened?
That was literally just good positioning and trading. So, based on where we all were, we kind of had an idea of, what the crossfire looked like.
All right.
And we called that tack just to kind of like cool down, like, okay, like let's relax here. Like let's actually just close this out, because they really didn't like me personally. I know those kids didn't have a chance in hell with it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being like just honest.
Yeah. No,
but after that eco, like everyone started hitting their shots, and I was like, yeah, this is done. They're not getting another round after that.
Yeah.
Everyone just communicated everything perfectly. Rotations were good. It was all solid.
Yeah, it's impressive stuff, because sometimes like I sometimes talk to you guys about like, because my competitive experiences in regular sports, I'm not good at video games, really. So I have to just draw from that. And I know for me in like traditional sports, when trying to bring back that energy when you're playing lower than your own level, it's sometimes difficult to just like turn it back on. But it's impressive to see you people ending up being able to do it, because it just happens. Sometimes you're just like playing a team, you're like, oh yeah, this like we're just way better than them, so whatever. You foot off the pedal, maybe you joke around a little bit too much, and then all of a sudden, oh, we actually suddenly gave them a chance to win this game. Let's
we
play.
woke up.
Yeah. But it's like it's impressive that you're able to bring that back. Like, while there is a part of you that goes, oh, they should just never take their foot off the pedal, but it's human nature. Like it happens.
Exactly.
But it's nice to see you guys bring that all the way back.
You fall asleep sometimes. But yeah, Naft and Demos, they definitely shift us back into gear. Those are the two that kind of just All right, let's get serious again and just bring it back to the regular tempo that we run at.
Yeah, for real, for real. Yeah, well, it was awesome either way. So congratulations on the win. Moving on once
Appreciate it.
again, Vampy, great performance. Congratulations on the Ace 2 as well. 30 bomb in
Thank
that
you,
second
thank you.
map. Good stuff, my dude.
All righty, you take it easy.
Yeah, cheers, mate. And there we go, folks. Another big win by Unexpected Victory. They move on once again to the next part of the playoffs here. We're going to take a look and bring up the schedule and try to see. Ooh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. But yeah, we're going to bring up the schedule here and try to see if we could see when the next match is kind of scheduled. I don't have the exact time, but the next match would be next Monday, the 4th. That's October 4 on the Monday. So probably somewhere in around this time. Either way, pay attention to @UV1_esports for anything like that to find out when the actual time of that. Of course, you have Unexpected Victory on Instagram and they're on YouTube. There's this Twitch channel. You should all subscribe and follow and do all the good things for. I've been Johnny Esports this whole time at JONNY Esports on everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, JONNY Esports. That's where you can find me doing tons of different things: casting Counter-Strike, casting Valorant, casting League of Legends. Sometimes I play a game too every once in a while. But like I noted, I'm just never really all that competitive. Maybe solo queue games. But either way, thanks, folks. It was a fun cast. It ended up being an interesting game in the end, but Unexpected Victory take the W. So we'll see you all next Monday, folks. It'll be a good one as we get into round number 4 of the ESEA playoffs. Just gonna throw it out there. 6 rounds. The finals. It's just around the corner. They've let them drop a map. Just hope I'm not caster cursing them. That's all I'm gonna say. See you all next time, folks.
You should come over. The city moves slower. Here on the ninth floor, sitting with me. It's hard in Toronto. I'm passing my time up here on my dirty balcony. The weather's been nice, but we don't need small talk. We got the world here at our feet. You should come over. My head on your shoulder, killing some time just sitting with me. It isn't Paris or Mexico. I know, but it could be nice. Spending July on my dirty balcony. Beaches and